What if I told you that your entire life could be charted out, plotted on a graph, and that you could use the data that you found on it to take a personal inventory? You see, many of us think that our lives are random, just one giant game of chance that's happening to us. And sure, some moments do arrive unexpectedly. But when you really take the time to examine the graph that is your life, one thing becomes abundantly clear. Where you are now and where you're headed is anything but random. It's predictable. Welcome to Affirming Thoughts. In this video, we're going to slow things down a bit and guide you into an immersive visualization, one designed to help you reflect. Now, that description might seem a little bit vague, so let's be specific. This exercise is about looking inward. It's about gaining perspective on the architecture of your daily life, your habits, your choices, and your routines, the invisible systems that shape your destiny. And your plot becomes the sum of its parts. To begin, I'd like you to find a quiet place, somewhere where you can sit or lie down for at least the next 10 or 15 minutes without any distractions. Once you've settled in, take a moment to adjust. If you're sitting, sit upright, with your back straight, comfortable, but not slouching. And if you're lying down, I want you to do so in a way that promotes clarity and alertness. Remember, this isn't about sleep. This is about presence. And when you're ready, I want you to gently close your eyes. And as your eyes close, bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice where you feel it the most. Maybe in your nose, your chest, or down in your abdomen. There's no correct answer. This is your experience. Just let your breath flow naturally. There's absolutely no need to force it. Each inhale grounds you in this moment, and each exhale releases tension. Now, I want you to let your breath fade quietly into the background and bring your attention to the sound of my voice. Your eyes are closed, but your mind is wide open. And in that open space, fixated upon my words, something appears before you. It's a door. It's old, worn, but timeless. Its green paint weathered. And as you look at it, you notice that there's a little brass knob midway on the right side, and at its center, a keyhole from which a soft golden beam of light radiates out as if the sun itself was waiting on the other side. You reach out to touch it, and the brass is unexpectedly cold, a quiet contrast to your warm hand. You hesitate for a moment. Curiosity rises. Then you turn the knob. At first, it resists, but slowly yields, and the door creaks open. And instead of light, you see darkness. Total, infinite, still. It's not frightening. It's a blank canvas. The raw, untouched space of your mind. And a soft breeze drifts through the threshold, brushing lightly against your skin. And you take a deep, restorative breath. Look down, feeling your feet rooted on the ground beneath you. Then, step forward into the dark, into the unknown, into the truth. And as you cross the threshold, a new sensation washes over you. Your eyes remain closed, but somehow it feels even darker now. You can feel the absence of light intensifying, and yet there's no fear in you, only stillness. Go ahead and breathe. Now, only in your mind, slowly open your eyes. And as you do, a soft glow fills your vision. And you find yourself now standing in a room. Marble floors beneath you, walls of linen and plaster. The air is quiet, gentle, clean. And a clock ticks quietly in the background. The room itself, it's empty, except in front of you, where there's a desk and a brown leather chair, the front of which is lined with metal rivets. Atop the desk sits a glowing computer screen, and a mouse and a keyboard rest beside it. You can't yet make out what's on the screen, but you feel intrigued. So you walk towards it, placing your hand on the leather chair in front of the desk. It's smooth, but firm and grounding. You pull the chair out gently, and its wooden legs slide across the marble floor with a quiet, monotonous sound that echoes and fills the space around you. Go ahead and sit down. The leather is firm, but supportive. Cool at first, but it quickly warms to the heat from your body. Observe the sensations of sitting. And as you do, breathe in. Focus now You look up and you see it. A line graph, just like the ones you saw at school. And at the top, your name. And at the bottom, a measurement of time in years, simply titled Life. At the start of this chart, you'll find an initial point. Looking at it, you quickly deduce that this is the date of your birth. You didn't have much choice in this entry. It was determined for you. But as you follow the graph, on the other side, you'll also see an expiration date. This point is projected, a little less concrete than was your start in this world. This is when the graph anticipates your death. And in this moment, you understand everything that has a beginning also has an end. To the left of this, we notice a different measurement, this time in quantity. And the heading reads, quality of life. So many variables must make up this measurement. Where would one even begin to calculate the numbers or understand the equation? But lo and behold, it's quantified right here before you. Between your birth and expiration date is a line. And if you zoom in, it ebbs and flows, sometimes with hundreds of fluctuating points, even on a single day. Each entry either adding or subtracting. These entries are your choices, your decisions, your actions, your habits, your intentions, your thoughts, your interactions, each either adding or subtracting in some way. We zoom in now on a single data point. I took a peaceful walk on this day. A small but positive yield was realized. Zoom out and go ahead and zoom in on another. On this day, your decisions weren't as skillful. Stress was high, negative yield. See the dip. Go ahead and zoom way, way out, and you'll notice that the ebbs and flows start to even out, and the curve of your life, your vitality, your longevity, your existence, it begins to take shape before you. We start to see the trend. And you notice, it's in only one of three states, either rising, falling, or leveling out to some degree. At birth, we're growing, learning, getting stronger each day, ascending like up the side of a mountain. Hopefully, we get to reach the peak. And once on top of the summit, we hope that line levels out a bit, and we get to observe everything from a new vantage point. And then, the perfect curve, a slow, peaceful, graceful, inevitable descent. But is your curve as perfect as I described? And where do you stand on this journey? Are you roped in, climbing the upward ascension? Or have you reached the summit? Very few of us ever get a chance to observe from above. Maybe you're gliding into the sunset, slowly losing lift. Or maybe you're nosediving, reminiscent of a circle in the drain. Read the chart, identify the trend, You see, quality of life, it's a hard thing to quantify. But upon closer examination of your chart on the screen above, we see that hundreds, if not thousands of tabs open. Go ahead and click one. Look, you have a health chart too. Data points and all. Again, trending based upon you, the author. Click another. There it is. A relationship chart. You guessed it. A trend, a curve, all a sum of your choices. Skillful versus unskillful. And even within your relationship chart, you see more tabs. My partner, my coworker, my boss, my child, even my dog has a chart. So the collection, or the sum of your life's graph, is deeply interconnected in ways that one could never fully articulate. As complex as the universe itself, or the neural pathways within your own mind. Take a moment, process, read the trends, healthy curves, unhealthy curves, skillful data points versus unskillful data points. Let's now take a few breaths and bring you back from such a granular observation. This is your personal inventory. To examine every decision that you've made in your life would be like trying to cut your lawn with a pair of cuticle scissors. Just see the trends. This exercise is about being aware of where we are, where we're headed, and our ability to influence each and every graph, each and every day, decision, and moment. You see, this isn't a pessimistic activity. With this awareness, allow yourself to feel the sensation of empowerment wash over you like gentle rolling waves. Even small shifts, magnified over time, can significantly improve the trend. No matter your age, you have the ability to replot your position on these charts. Whether you're 20, 40, or 80. You see, even though we can zoom out and observe a climb, a crest, and a descent, very few of us ever approach the best version of ourselves in any facet of life. A lot of us underachieve. Our decisions on many graphs are just not skillful. Our exercise chart, our wealth chart, our stress chart, so many decisions. But this should be a liberating revelation. If we're operating below our capacity in any facet of life, we're always only a few minor changes away from climbing the mountain again. In every moment, in every decision, we either build this life up or we break it down. Your habits and your routines and your systems, bluntly speaking, they put you in growth mode or death mode. And you decide that in each and every moment. That's not just liberating, it's empowering. You see, we can start to make better decisions in the moment. My child wants to play. I just want 5 minutes of my time. But I'm going to push him away in favor of numbing my stress levels with a television. Is that a skillful data point or unskillful? So many unskillful data points that one could never name them all. A heavy night of drinking and a set of car keys. A toxic relationship that we can't let go. Inactivity, overspending, fast, convenient food, harsh words and laziness. So many. But with a little perspective and the power of metaphor, we can learn to examine our decisions, our routines, our moments, and with some simple questions. Is this skillful? Does this build me up? Or does this break myself and others down? What's the trend? And where am I on my journey? Every moment offers us a new peak to climb. There is a best version of yourself just waiting to be brought into reality. Personal inventory isn't just an observation. You can forecast, you can aim, but right here, in this very second, in this very exercise, life begins to take its shape, and your curve is set into motion. If you understand the curve, you can ride it and enjoy the thrill that is life. And I'd be willing to wager your curve can be a more fulfilling ride. Take a moment and breathe. And I want you to sit back in that chair. The screen goes black, and a screensaver pops up with just one single line of text. But it jumps out at you, and it strikes you at your very soul. It reads, "What is your next entry going to be?" Think about that, and take a few more breaths. And with each breath, I want you to feel more alert, more aware, and more present. And on your next breath, slowly open your eyes, feeling refreshed. Thank you for going on this journey today and for spending time with affirming thoughts. I see personal inventory as a fundamental step in any self-improvement, and you can revisit this visualization anytime you feel the need to take stock. We hope you found the curve a powerful metaphor and that you've gained a new perspective. And remember, you are not alone.